Well, welcome to the show, Steve.
Thanks.
It's great to have you here. And congratulations for being the reigning cheesemonger on the whole earth.
Thank you.
It's very impressive. So just to kind of start us off, I just wanted to ask, what made you so passionate about cheese?
Probably the art degree I got in college.
That's what did it? I mean, aside from just cheese's general awesomeness, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I can't live without it. I have it every day. I have to. I'm addicted.
So did you, at some point, work somewhere where that was your job, to sell cheese?
Well, I cooked after college because of that art degree. And so eventually I got tired of those hours, and I fell into retail food and fell in love with cheese, and that was 15 years ago.
Wow. And now you have your own cheese bar called Cheese Bar. It's good. It's good marketing. So let's talk about what it was like at the Invitational, what it took to win. What were the events at the Cheesemonger Invitational?
There were 4 different events. The first one was blind tasting, where they had 6 cheeses, and all 40 of us tasted the 6 cheeses. And each one you would have to give up to 6 different facts about them: animal, region, style, age, raw or pasteurized. So 36 potential points.
In terms of age, how close did you have to get?
I think it was probably within 2 months. I don't remember exactly.
Wow. It's difficult to do that with people. So for you, what makes someone a perfect cheesemonger?
You have to obviously love cheese and love not making a whole lot of money, but love people and love selling things to people. So it's all about the interaction. It's mainly listening is our main job.
Yeah. So I thought that you might be able to at least try to help me learn a little bit about one of the things that you had to do in the competition was to recognize the kind of animal that the milk came from, right? So is there a way that you could explain to me how it is that you do that?
Sure. I just happen to have some cheese with me.
Excellent.
For me, there's some kind of telltale signs about different cheeses.
Thank you.
This is a cheese from Central Oregon, down in the valley, from Fern's Edge Dairy, called Mount Zion, and this is a goat cheese.
Nutty.
It's got for me, nutty, but more precisely coconutty.
Wow, it is a little bit.
In goat cheese, I can always pick out a coconut note. It's always a little tropical fruit.
I had never noticed that. And it's a white cheese, and it's sort of semi-hard.
Yeah, this is about... It is both white and semi-hard.
So that's what you can tell with the goat.
Yeah. Probably about 6 months on this one.
Okay. Yeah, and that's delicious. And so, obviously, is it the longer that it ages, the sharper it gets?
Yeah, everything accentuates with age with cheeses. So good things become better and bad things become worse. But yeah, this has got a nice coconutty note. It's got a lot of that sweetness, but with that nice goaty tang, and it goes into almost like a caramelly place.
Well, and one of the things that you had to do in the competition was to pair a cheese with anything else, right? And what goes into making a great cheese pairing?
Contrast is always good. I paired mine at the competition with a local Chocolado de David does a bacon caramel popcorn. And he had brought me some to the shop one day, and we're munching on it, and we're eating cheese, and we're like, man, this stuff's amazing. It goes with everything.
Exactly.
And so when we found out that we could bring one food item to pair with cheese, I was like, oh, a ringer.
Yeah.
And it was great. I paired it with a mountain cheese, and it went really nicely.
And I understand that you were actually in 7th place going into the final competition, and you ended up winning. How'd you manage that?
The bacon caramel popcorn. No, it was just a really good pairing, and we made these little cones that look like circus cones. Were white and red striped and had the cheese bar logo.
Yeah, so the
on
presentation was great. Yeah.
That art degree.
Art degree. It just keeps coming back to haunt him. So one of your jobs as a cheesemonger is to explain what the cheeses taste like to people. And so you really have to know your adjectives, right? So we're actually going to have you unpack your adjectives tonight. And we're going to bring out Livewire's resident cheese expert, Sean McGrath. Sean? Are those cheese puffs, Sean?
They're Cheetos. There's a big difference. And I generally consider this to be sort of a classic palate cleanser. Before, like, other types of cheese.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. You guys are going to taste the same 3 cheeses, and we're going to get 3 different adjectives from each of you on them. And the audience is going to decide who wins this one. So there's going to be 3 different cheeses, and I'll let you know. You'll just vote at the end. So let's start. Steve, do you want to give Sean his first cheese taste?
Okay.
What type of cheese is this?
So this is a wash-drying cow's milk cheese from Ireland called Gabine.
After you.
What I get in this one is a lot of smoky bacon fat, peat, kind of meaty notes.
I'm getting like a squiggly finish, and it's a little tempestuous, I'd say. And then at the end there's that hint of Motown.
Yeah. That's the funk.
Okay. That was the first round. What's the second round cheese?
The second cheese comes from the eastern desert of Oregon, from Tumalo Farm. This is called Pond Hopper. It's a goat smoked cheese that has Meerpond Pale Ale in it.
Ooh, beer, cheese. What are you getting from it, Steve?
With this one, I definitely get the happy marriage of the sweet goat's milk up against the hops and malts, all playing really nicely.
Nope. I think you're wrong. I'm getting something like it's very shiny and just a bit haughty. And then at the end there, you'll see that just note of like Middle Earth. You feel that? Like this is a cheese for the Shire kind of thing.
All right. That's cheese number 2. I'm kind of interested. And our third and final cheese. What's this one?
This is a 14-month manchego, a sheep smoked cheese from Spain.
Go ahead, Steve.
Sweet, nutty, toffee.
Not really. I'm getting something really like battle weary. You taste that? And then it definitely has that full bourgeois flavor that just hits you. And then at the end there, you have to really dig deep and know your cheese, but it's a tad marsupial.
Sean McGrath, everybody. So the adjective competition, Steve Jones, professional cheesemonger, international cheesemonger champion, or Sean McGrath. Well, it was a kind of an unfair battle. Sean has won a pound of cheese from Steve's shop, but he has no idea what Steve might do to it before he gets it.
Better luck next time, Steve.
Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for teaching us more about cheese. Steve Jones and Sean McGrath. You've been listening to a snippet of Livewire, the radio variety show that's like a chew toy for your brain. For more information about the show or to download our podcast, visit livewireradio.org.